It's me, Renee. I'm back. A minute. Books flying on the floor. Yay! Sorry. So this weekend I'm going away. I'm going away from Tuesday till Monday. So, and I have some videos ready, like pre-filmed. I just filmed lots of weeks ago. But I said I wanted to film one now, so it's one fresher, or one newer. Because the other books the other movies, videos I have pre-filmed are all of them are reviews. Well, the most reviews and some library hauls. So yeah, all of them I'm not really sure about at all. Really, maybe just delete it. I'm not sure. But anyway, I decided I wanted to do a little top 5. So I'm gonna do a top 5 high fantasy recs. I don't think I have recommended those before. If I have, then I have more here. You know what? So I just had to check that I haven't done any high fantasy recs before. I have, but not like directly. It's not titled high fantasy. So yeah, I thought I'll do this video. So maybe someone discovers me like, oh, high fantasy recs. Or maybe they just think, oh, you recommend this book yet another time. I want to check it out. Because yeah, I haven't double checked, but I'm pretty sure maybe most of these books you've seen before. But there you go. A good book can never be crammed into many times, can it? I don't think it can. Okay. Sorry. Let's get to it. So the first one is Frog Kisser by Garth Nix. It's both fits as a retelling, though it's not directly a retelling. It's not like you might think it's a retelling of the the Princess and the Frog. But it's not. It's not directly. It's more like it takes liberties and it takes inspiration from fairy tales, but it's not a retelling of one specific fairy tale, really. Um, and yeah, it's very funny. It's high fantasy, as you might expect, which retellings. Well, you can have a retelling set in modern day, aka Beastly and stuff, but like this one is high fantasy. It's very funny, quirky. It has great, let's say, great humor. I always heard funny a lot of times. A very nice cover, though you don't really need this cover. It has a great message, and yeah, it's just very, very good. Highly recommend it if you want high fantasy, but it's not like too high concept, because this one is not like it feels like a retelling of fairy tale. It's not like it doesn't have a huge world or anything like that. So yeah. And then I have The Girl of Fire and Thorns by Ray Carson. It's actually first in a trilogy. Well, actually, first in a universe now, because there's a spin-off coming next year. Soonish. But anyway, this is like the first in the original series, in the trilogy. I also recommended this, or I picked it up because of Sam from Thoughts on Tones. And yeah, I highly, highly love this book. So very happy that I picked this one up. It has fat rep, it has Latinx rep. Well, it's high fantasy, so it's not said Spanish, but you can very much notice, you can very much understand that the inspiration is Latin America and Spanish and Catholicism and stuff like that. So that's really fun, really, to have like a high fantasy book that's not set in medieval England, middle-aged England or stuff like that. This is set like in a tropic place. And then this one first is in the desert for a lot of time. So yeah, it's very good. Highly recommend it. It has great romance, great feminism aspects, great rep, great everything, really. You should really check it out if you haven't. Check it out. And then I have Finnicking of the Rock by Malina Macheta. It's actually an Australian author. I think she's most known for her contemporary work, but she has written this series, which is a trilogy, a high fantasy trilogy. Well, it's a high fantasy companion trilogy, so you don't need to read them all, but you can. So like the They take place in the same world around different characters, and I think they take place around the same time. I don't remember the second one, but I'm pretty sure the third one takes place like after this one. But yeah, it's set around war, and it has like boring tropes like prophecies and stuff. But it's done in a really good way, at least in my mind, it is. And and the protagonist is a male, so it's kind of fun, I suppose fun if you want to read something from a male perspective. It is YA, but it's not very lame or tame. Like you can easily read it if you're over the teen age group. I read it for the first time when I was 25, so yeah, it's a highly uh, quality book. It's really good. You should definitely check it out. And then I have a new book. Well, I didn't say it. This one actually came out in 2002, 3, so it's older book. So if you want to read an older book, this one is for you. And then we have The Daughter of the Pirate King by Trisha Levenseller. It came out a few years ago. It's the first one in a duology, and it's uh, inspired by Pirates of the Caribbean. So it's not set in our world, but it takes place on the high seas. It takes place on a ship. It takes place on like the pirates environment. But then also there's a bit of sirens. And the second book is siren based. I haven't read it yet. I really want to. And yeah, it's really good. I think maybe some part of it was like violent E. Don't remember. I read it like 2 or 3 years ago. But I want to read it again because I remember it giving me a good impression. Really liking it. And yeah. And yeah, it's like Jack Sparrow inspired. So yeah, if you like that one, check this one out. And then last but not least, we have Fire by Kristen Cashore. This is the second book in her companion series in a companion book. The first one is Graceling, the second is Fire, and the third is Bitter Blue. Honestly, I think Fire is my favorite of these three books. I used to own Graceling, I'm pretty sure I used to. Don't have it anymore. I don't know where Bitter Blue went. Maybe I gave away. I'm not sure. Anyway, as I said, I love this one the most, so I still have it. As you can see, I'm very happy that this one hasn't gotten lost. And as you maybe might see, it's like I have like a plastic thing on it to like take care of it. So yeah, it's violence now and then, but it's not like very violent, and it has some raw themes in it. It has feminism in it, and like you start to think like what makes a person a person. Like, is it choices? Is it biology? What is the big factors? And yeah, I would really I would really recommend this one. Highly recommend it. It's a very good book. I've read it like 2 or 3 times now, and still every time I read it, I highly enjoy the reading experience of reading it. The reading experience of reading it. My experience of reading it. So yeah, um, those are my high fantasy uh book recommendations. I do have, I suppose, like because before I used to like hate high fantasy. Now I like them, but I still steer towards urban fantasy or like something based in our world, like historical fantasy or something. But yeah, I suppose I might like find other high fantasy that I would like to recommend. But these ones, it's a nice number, 5 books. So I'm doing this video here for you now. And then maybe in the future, I'll do another one, another 5 books. Who knows? I hope you enjoyed this, and this is me saying Renee out.